Hello, hello, hello. Hey, K-Brace. Hey, Abra. What's up, everyone? Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't been on here in forever. It has been forever. Hey, Eddie. What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness. I just had like the most crazy eventful, I guess, like past 2 weeks. What's up, K-Brace? That I apologize that it's taking me so long to come on summer and getting everybody ready for school. I don't even think I got to tell y'all about my injury. Wait till y'all hear this shit. Oh, I cursed within the first 6 minutes. Whoops. Uh, hold on. All right, so like a week ago, I was walking in my living room, and hey MK, Dave has been trying his hand at sewing. He wants to do like the seats in our car. I don't know. Don't ask him. So he was like, I'll make you a bathing suit. So it makes me a bathing suit, but this like piece of the like sewing machine came off the sewing machine and ended up on my floor somehow. And it's kind of shaped like an Allen key. I don't know if anyone knows what an Allen key is, but it's like, when you get those little like IKEA furniture and they give you that little like thing that's shaped like an L to like tighten certain bolts. Hey, Pointer. Well, uh, it looked like that, and it was on the floor, and it was sitting on the floor like L part straight up. Hey, man, Miss Hatter. And it's not pointy; it's dull, but like the L part was sticking straight up, and I stepped my damn foot right on it, like my heel went right in the perfect spot, and I stepped on it and it went into my foot like a centimeter deep into my foot. It was so in there that like it took me like a good like 5-7 minutes to get it out because I was like freaking out so bad. Like I had to like wiggle it out. Oh, it was horrible. I couldn't like walk on my foot for a couple days. I was limping around. Ugh, it was as bad as it sounds, you know? I don't even know. Oh, it was horrible. I was like, how did that even go in my foot? So yeah, there was that. And then our truck has been misfiring, and we figured part of it was timing chain. So we took apart the whole engine, spent an entire weekend. Who did I blame? I don't know. It wasn't really anybody's fault, but I'll have to say Dave because he tried his hand at sewing, and well, I don't know. It may have fallen off while I was putting it away, so I don't know who to blame. I didn't really blame anyone, but I was mad as hell. Hey Jeremiah, hey Tony. But yeah, it was not fun. And then so we took our whole engine apart for the truck. It took an entire weekend to change the timing chain, and then we do that. Then we get done, put it all back together, and it's still misfiring, and we're like, no, my other car, uh, we haven't driven in a while. It's in the garage, and its tags are bad. And then my other one had a flat tire, and we were like, what the hell are we gonna do? Um, and we like had already spent so much money. We were so pissed, but we figured it all out. Right, we got it. Put the damn passenger chain at the back of the motor. Yeah, we did it on our Ford F-150. So I feel your pain, K Rays. I feel it. Um, so after we did all that work, we changed the water pump, the timing chain. We do it ourselves. Dave went to mechanic school, and I just kind of help. But anyway, it was still misfiring. We're like, what the heck? We're checking all the lines. Did we miss something? We're like, maybe it's the cam sensor, or yeah, the cam phasers or the cam sensor. So anyway, we're like, whatever, we'll figure it out in a few days. It's just misfiring. We'll deal for now. So his 7-year-old daughter's here for the weekend. My son's here too. They're both 7. We go to a party and we're driving back, and the freaking car stalled. Well, first the radio starts being weird. We're like, what the hell's going on? Why is the radio being weird? Like, got all fuzzy. We stopped at a Wawa, which is like a convenience store. Shoot, what was I talking about? What the heck did we watch? Oh my gosh, I'll think of it. I can't think of it right now. No, it wasn't the ground. We thought it was a bad battery, which I don't even think the battery is bad. I bet it was still good. But anyway, he got a new battery and it died again. So we got a new alternator, and supposedly it's working now. But I'm like, he changed the alternator today. And he's thinking because he put new spark plugs in it that maybe the alternator was already on its way out, and that was like too much power for the alternator to handle. And then it went. But I was like, what are the odds this all goes right as we check the thing? But just pray that tomorrow it's fixed. And he's thinking maybe the misfiring was coming because the alternator was weak and it wasn't giving enough like spark, whatever. I don't know. But I'm telling you, this weekend he was so damn mad about this truck and all the money and all the time we spent on it. He punched it so hard. I was like, oh my gosh. I was ready to give up. What is that damn movie? What did we watch? See, I'm confused now because I had just watched The Nun the other day, but it's not The Nun. I watched this before and it was terrifying and I can't think of it. Let me text Dave and ask him, see if he remembers. He's in the other room, but I don't want to walk out. I can't think of what movie it was. Had to do with a kid, right? Because I remember talking about scary movies that have to do with kids and how like kid movies are scary. Yeah, it was gory. What the heck was it? I think it was on Netflix. New horror movies. No, wasn't that? Oh my gosh, I don't know what it was. Or did I watch it on Max? He don't remember. He said I forget. I'll remember. I'll figure it out by the end of or I'll go back. I mean, worst case, you could go back to my last live because it was on. Oh, Evil Dead. It was the Evil Dead Rises. Evil Dead Rises. That was it. Bam. He texts me as soon as I said it. He texts me and says Evil Dead. That was it. Yeah, it was scary as hell. It's on Max, I think. The lady gets like possessed, and it was super creepy. It was good though. Like the old Evil Dead movies, it was like a remake of it, but like no relation with the guy Ash or anything like that. So, gosh, what else did I feel like it's been so long since I was on here. I was on Decipher for a little bit, but I was literally on their panel. I felt so bad, but I ended up going down a rabbit hole as I was on there because somebody said something that sparked an interest in my brain. And I stopped paying attention because a bunch of people came on panel, and then I kind of got into my little rabbit hole, but then I came back towards the end. But I wanted to tell y'all all the stuff I figured out, went through with this Rachel Morin stuff. Oh, the Pamper Posse just left. I feel you. That was my weekend too. Oh, and my son just started second grade today too. He was so adorable. That was a little first day of school. So yeah, that's why I didn't come on last night, because I was thinking about doing it last night, and then I was like, oh, I gotta get, it's like so much pressure for the first day of school. You gotta make sure everything, all the paperwork and the lunch is perfect. So I skipped last night too. But anyway, now that he's in school and all my days are back to normal, hopefully, now that our truck is fixed, hopefully. We won't have it. And now that I don't have a foot injury, it still hurts from time to time, but it's not as injured. But I wanted to tell you all that I figured out about the Rachel Martin case, like where I was with that. Yeah, we usually start late, Linda. I don't know why they started early. We usually start after Labor Day. Yeah, Caper, I haven't been busy at all. Not busy at all. But I've just felt bad. I'm like, man. Yeah, it's finally can get back to normalcy, hopefully. Oh my gosh. And then I had the two, my son and my stepdaughter here both over the weekend. And they're outside playing. And I must have went inside our garage, and I walk out and they're like, we're digging for diamonds. I'm like, what are you digging with? And my son holds up this like machete. It's like, get your butt inside right now. Where in the hell did you get a machete? I feel like when I have them both together, they try and like outdo each other and show off. And it's like, come on, y'all. Hey, Mystic, what's up? So besides all the stuff that I did, I spent many hours searching this crime mapping website for that freaking house that the guy left. Like, the guy. All right, so if you're following the Rachel Morin case, they did a press conference. No, they didn't find any diamonds, just some dirt all over. Hey, Sarah. Sarah's birthday was yesterday. Just make sure y'all give her a happy birthday. But anyways, so all right. After that press conference, I had some info to go by. The crime happened on March 26th. Not Rachel's crime. You just had cake with the rents. Oh, that's good. Did you see Oppenheimer? How was it? I loved it, but it was long. So let me start from the beginning, because if people aren't keeping up, they'll be confused. So Rachel Morin, she is that pretty blonde woman who was walking on a trail in Maryland. She went for a walk around 7 p.m. Yeah, it was super long. It was around 7 p.m. She went for a walk on the trail and never returned. I think it was on a Saturday evening she went for the walk. I think it was on the 5th. And she never returned. They start searching for her that night, the next day, and a member of the search party finds her body. In this area, I'll show you guys the area again in case you haven't seen it. But it wasn't far down the trail, probably like a half a mile down. She was found like half in, half out of like under a bridge in a like a culvert, a small culvert. I'm looking it up right here. And hold on, where am I? That is not what I'm looking for. It has to be up here, I think. Where is the darn independent brewery? That's what I'm looking for. Hold on. I'm looking for it, guys. Give me a second. I think it's over here. Okay. Here it is. All right, let me share my screen so I can show you guys real quick just to catch y'all up. All right, so all right, so the brewery I think is there or here. I don't know. It's one of these. And then the entrance to the trail is right here. And then she was found, it goes like this. It circles over here. It goes past these homes, and it's very, very close to these homes. You can see the trails right here. So it literally goes like along the homes. Tia from Decipher had taken some photos. Hey, Jersey. And it was so close to the homes, like unbelievably close. All right, and then try to see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. So right here, see this little bridge right here? It was like under, I believe, this bridge and like a culvert right there. So it was like a half mile down. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. So she was found there. The rumor, which comes from, okay, so this girl who was searching for her, who found her body, is the stepdaughter of this guy. I believe his name is Michael. He was on Decipher's podcast. They interviewed him. He likes to be called Johnny Blackhawk because of his Native American roots. Now, he didn't see her firsthand, but he supposedly has secondhand knowledge from his stepdaughter who found her. And they said that she was like hit pretty bad on her head, and that a big rock was most likely the weapon used to kill her. And everybody was, going through the boyfriend and the exes because they all, some had passed and this and that. And they ended up getting some DNA and comparing that DNA to other cases in the United States. Hey, LFT, how's my god lizard doing? LFT has a baby lizard from her adult lizard patio, and they named it Kate, which I love. I do have updates. I'm gonna get to that. So, I mean, they're not great updates, but they're updates. So they got DNA, they compared it in like a national database, and they were able to match the DNA to another case where this guy assaulted a minor. He went and broke into somebody's house and assaulted a minor and left. They shared a video of it at the press conference and showed what the guy looks like, which I can show you guys. Hopefully she's good and didn't get eaten or anything, but hopefully Patio's got her. So they show this little video of this, what looks to be a Hispanic male, leaving a house with his shirt off and no shoes. Which I find it really strange because they didn't say anything about any like SA, just an assault on a minor. And then in the video, you see almost like the person handing something to the guy as he left. Like, I don't know if they were just kicking him out and handing him our stuff. So anyway, I searched probably for like 12 hours total between 2 nights, every inch of Los Angeles, besides maybe like 2 different streets, for this house. I was on the crime mapping website, and I narrowed it down by crimes and dates. And I looked on Google Maps. They give you the block that the crime happened on, and the district. So I went through every theft, home invasion, assault crime that there was, and I still couldn't find it. Well, here I found out that it's not listed under assault. It's listed under like a vehicle theft. Well, I didn't find it LFT. Somebody sent it to me, but now I have it. But so I know what house it was, but I haven't found a connection like with that house or anything yet. I've been looking and seeing if I can find some. I've been looking through the snap maps to see if I find any snaps of people on the trail or nearby or at a gym. Snap maps are the bomb, by the way. Yeah, it looked like he was like meeting up with some girl, and then, her parents came home and she ran out. Hey, criminality, there she is. Thank goodness for criminality, because I think I spent like 7 hours looking for that and I still couldn't find it because it was under a different crime. But I haven't found a connection with it yet. I'm trying to see. I don't even know if there is a connection like to the house. Like, I don't know if he's just, well, because I don't know if they have a video of his face, and I don't think they caught him. Like, he was never arrested, I don't think. So they don't have a name in the system to compare his DNA to, which is even more confusing to me because they have the crime and incident number listed as a vehicle theft. And like, did they just note the theft? Hey, Pecan. Did they just note the theft, or did they actually arrest somebody, or did somebody else steal a vehicle and then drop him off? Like, it's so confusing. I don't know what to make of it. Oh, thank you, Pecan. But you have a toad that sits by the back patio every morning, and my 150-pound Roddy is terrified of it. What is with the big dogs being like scared of, and it's always the little dogs that think they're like, the boss. I had a dog like that, a little Jack Russell pug who thought he was a lion, Yeah, that's what I thought too, Tony. Like it looked like they either fist bumped or she handed him something. And then what I found even more interesting was the sheriff was talking to, I guess, People Magazine, and I don't know if they said it at a press conference or what, but they were saying that they believe that this guy could be a serial killer and that he'll strike again if he isn't caught. And they said the violence associated with Rachel's case shows he has absolutely no care and no regard for human life. I believe he will continue to do it until he's captured. He may be a serial killer. Morin, a mother of 5, was last seen alive when she went for a walk on the Ma and Pa Heritage Trail around 6 p.m. on August 5th in Bel Air, Maryland. So there is a bunch of like sex crimes that have gone on in the LA area, or they even have like a sketch of the man. So I'm wondering if this guy could be like, of all these women getting attacked on like hiking trails and stuff. Hey, Destiny Nyla. So I was thinking, like, maybe there's a connection there too. Like, maybe this guy was like a serial, like, rapist and attacking women on trails. And then once he got confident that he was getting away all this time, maybe took it a step further. He looks fairly young to me, like between 20 and 30. I was watching, don't make fun of me, y'all. I was watching Chris McDonough last night. Chris McDonough. And they put together like a report, like his what they think his personality is by all the crimes he committed and how he acted. And they were saying that he is definitely confident. Like they were saying the way he just walked out of this person's home after assaulting somebody, with no shirt on, no shoes, didn't even look stressed really. That, they think he's a young, confident person. That they think he would like strike again. Hold on, let me find the list. I don't want to play it because I don't know if he strikes or not, but he made like a little list and I'll look it up. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of his? Oh, the interview room, that's it. Yeah, no, he wasn't disheveled. He looked like collected almost, like calm, cool, and collected. Like this strange, like he looked, fairly, like he wasn't worried, which is a little, nerve-wracking. Like he seems like he's had done that before and he wasn't really worried about it, So yeah, they basically matched it to an unknown suspect in CODIS. So he's never been arrested before. And let me see if I can. No, I don't know why this keeps doing this. They say he's about 5'9", 160 pounds. So here's what's weird too. He put on his assessment that the young girl was a victim of SA. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he was just like, oh yeah, bye. He didn't even like run. He walked out casually. It was very strange. But I wonder if Chris McDonough knows something more. I mean, he has, connections in the law enforcement and stuff like that. But on his assessment, he put that girl was a victim of SA, which I thought the police said, like, I don't know if they elaborated on that or said that didn't happen, but now I'm curious if he did SA this girl, the one in the home, or not. Yeah, he looked like he belonged there. Like, this was what I was thinking. If he did SA her, maybe he if this is true, I don't know if if it is or not, but I was wondering maybe what if he talked to this girl. Yeah, Ellie says not sexual. So that's what I thought they said that. I knew I wasn't crazy. But it's just so weird. Like, why would he? I don't know if he got this wrong or, they said it's not. That it was an assault, though. Because I was thinking if it was of sexual nature, maybe he met this girl on, like, Snapchat or something. What's up, Mal? And then, like, came over to her house when her parents weren't home, and then the parents got home, and somehow, something went amiss. I'm not really sure. I'm so confused about this just because of how everything went down on camera. It was strange. But the police said it wasn't sexual in nature, so I don't know. They think that, okay, so this is what they said last night. They believe that he's trolling the hiking trail. He was trolling the hiking trail, and that he lives, from their assessment, that they believe he lives within 25 minutes of the trail. And that, he may have lived in LA before and then moved over here soon after that crime was committed. And maybe others, maybe he's connected to those RAPE cases on the trails out there, and that maybe the heat was on him, so he moved to continue. But they think if he did move, that he moved pretty soon after that case and, has been familiar with this area a little bit for a couple months. But according to them, they think from him and this guy, Dr. Mercado, did like an investigative, breakdown. So they think that maybe he had seen her at a gym or at a local area and, took interest in her and sort of scoped her out. Or maybe even walking on the trail, they believed he was trolling the hiking trail, waiting for somebody or maybe waiting for her. And that he used, he used the weapon at the scene. He just, it was thought out not to have like a gun or I guess anything like that, but to just use something from the environment. He thinks somebody knows him and is nearby. Like, somebody probably knows him from the area. And that, his crimes may be escalating from just a home invasion to now SA. But they believe he has an organized thought process. If he did, leave LA to come to the East Coast. But I was wondering if maybe he just, visited out there and just was always from here. But I'm not sure. And they said he likely knew where that tunnel was already, so he already, yeah, it was bad. I heard like he had, her like mutilated her pretty much. I'm not sure, Linda. Like, I don't know where the matching DNA came from. I guess maybe like they got DNA off the rock, and they got it from somewhere. I'm not. I don't know if they said it on the thing because I don't remember everything they said on that press conference. I knew they said it wasn't. I remember they said it wasn't sexual, but I don't remember if they said um, where they got the DNA from. Oh my gosh, I just spilled my bottle of water all over my speaker. Sorry. Whoops. All right, let's see. Well, yeah, I'm wondering if maybe he went to the same gym or. Oh, and here's another thing. So, a lot of people believe that he has cauliflower ear because his ear kind of like turns in and it looks like and the way that his body shape is that he looks like a boxer or a wrestler. If you ever seen anybody who boxes a lot or wrestles, they have this like the only way I can really describe it, and I'm not trying to sound like mean or anything when I say this, but people who box or wrestle, their body shape kind of becomes almost like gorilla like their shoulders lean over and down kind of because they build up their muscles behind their arms and it kind of creates like a big back. Like I worked at a gym for years and every single guy who every single guy who boxed all the time, like when they came in there, yeah, they had like a weird shape, and he has a similar shape to his body, like real big. I guess it'd be like your traps, right? I think traps, and they kind of like hunch over a little bit. So he does kind of look like he could be a fighter, which is also interesting because in Bel Air there's three like major MMA gyms, training gyms there. So, yeah, broad shoulders, really broad shoulders. He has broad shoulders and he kind of like bends over. I don't know. It's just a look fighters have. Like when you see they box a lot, you just know by the way he looks. And he has that look. So, I was like, who is she talking about starting kindergarten? Oh, my son. Yeah, I know. That's what it does feel like. I always have a little moment after dropping him to school at the end of the day where I like do my little minute cry on the way out. Yeah, he looks like an MMA fighter. He definitely has an MMA look to him. Um, they think from their assessment that he's either going to lay low and wait a little bit because of the heat. He does back out of the house instead of walking out. But the person at the door looks so calm. I don't know. Unless they were just like in a panic trying to get all the stuff out of the house and just like push something, hand it to him and shut the door. I don't know. Yeah, that rocky look. But they think that he'll lay low for a while because all the heat's on him, and then he'll kill again, or he'll do it again fast somewhere where nobody's paying attention. Either or, depending on like the type of person he is. Like some people who get confident like that like to keep doing it as often they can as to like keep the cops on their toes, or some people lay low for a bit till things calm down. And they think he needs to find, like a new spot where he feels comfortable again. So maybe if he went to the gym during the day, he might go to the gym at night to kind of stay like out of sight, out of mind type deal. If he does not kill again in this area, they think it's because he's on the run. That September could be a dangerous month for him. And he takes whatever lands in his web, they said, and that's why he's so dangerous. They said he doesn't seem insecure at all, which I agree. In that video, he didn't seem insecure. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty ballsy to kill somebody in that manner on a popular hiking trail. I would imagine it still seemed like an early time of night, so close to homes. Hey, Ashley. It's whoever it is bold and confident. Like that's what they give off is like they just, look, I'll do it in a park, a popular park, right out in the open. I think so, Mystic. Yeah. I think people probably know who he is. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mad Miss Hatter. Like maybe he met a girl and she was, underage or something, and maybe her parents came home and then a fight ensued or something like that. That was my first thought. Like the girls, maybe her brother got in a fight with him or like her dad or something, and that she panicked and was trying to like get him out of the house, like go, go, go. Other than that, I don't know. But he doesn't seem insecure. He seems pretty confident. And you can see in the video, I mean, I don't know if this is important or not because a lot of people have chains, but he wears like, it looks like you could tell he has a gold chain on, and that it's fairly thick because you can see in the light it like shines a little bit. So I would think it's one of them like, bigger chain link gold chains. Maybe that's a good point. Say who he is, but what if, he was talking to her. You know how them guys be doing, like them older guys talk to them girls under like different names and stuff? Like maybe it was something like that. That's what I was thinking too. I think maybe he has family in Los Angeles and he's from here. But then again, there is a bunch of serial RAPE cases on trails out there. So I'm like, oh, what if it was something like that where he tried to do something like that to Rachel and Rachel wasn't having it and she was screaming or yelling and, he was about to get in trouble, and then he panicked and got a rock and did it to shut her up. I do recall them saying that, well, at least the guy Michael, who had secondhand knowledge of the crime, that she was naked from at least somewhere down. They said he seems not insecure at all because he left his shirt off. He has a stylish haircut. He seems like he's in his 20s. He doesn't seem to have a clear type, that he just hates women and is like sexually aggressive, with a large appetite. But then again, I feel like they may be basing this off thinking that girl was SA'd, but the police said that she wasn't. So I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Pointer Lover. Like she wasn't having it and fought him, and then he was like, oh my gosh, I'm on a trail. She gotta be quiet, and that would make sense. But then again, here's my other thing. If there's all these serial RAPEs on all these trails in Cali, wouldn't the DNA from that case match to those cases too? Like, I feel like if people reported them, they probably got some kits done and then they compared DNA and it didn't match. Like, you would think it would match to those cases if he is connected to them. So, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just call her over, get her like a little out of the way. But it was maybe Mal. Good point. Hey, Tia. Maybe, or that, yeah. That's okay. Maybe they're not processed, but I know I seen a bunch, like I was in the group and there was a bunch of people who posted Oh, I just seen the picture you put up, Tia, of the thing. Can I show that? That's a big tunnel. My gosh, it looks small to me in the. It looks small to me in the picture, but it's pretty big. But yeah, like all of these people post it, these cases that were nearby, and then, oh, you just got back from the trail. Oh, I seen you posted videos, but I hadn't had a chance to watch them yet because I've been running around like a crazy person all day. So that's the tunnel where she may have been in. Wow. Did you go to the trail with Johnny? I'm just gonna call him Johnny. The guy Michael, but he likes to be called Johnny Blackhawk. But that's bigger, unless it just looks big from the angle of the picture. But I thought it was a lot smaller. But yeah, I'm wondering if maybe he could be connected to like the serial RAPEs, and that maybe they haven't been processed yet, and they haven't, matched the DNA. But if he's connected to them, if they got any DNA from them, that they would be able to match it up. And then somebody else made a good point. Is like in LA, people are different there when it comes to crimes. Nobody wants to be a snitch in LA. Nobody. It's a different kind of world, at least in that area. I feel like, and it makes me wonder if maybe they knew who he was and they didn't want to say, or something like that. I don't know. But you would think that they would eventually say something if they knew it was connected to this. But I'm really curious now why McDonough said it was sexual in nature and the police said it's not. But I'm really curious if they were able to get DNA from the other ones. I'm gonna have to look into the cases on the trails. Like I'm gonna look into them and see if I can find more information and see if they actually were able to get anything from those. I know there was a sketch for one. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they saw her at a gym or somewhere before and kind of just like followed her movements, and I think this is the one. Here we go. But this guy looks older, so I'm every time I see this stuff, I'm more and more confused. This guy looks a bit older. On Mount Rubidux. And I'm curious if they got any DNA, or if they found anything about that teacher that went missing on the hiking trail. Because I know they're saying they don't think it's connected, but if this guy doesn't seem to have a type and he's just attacking people on trails, you never know. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm writing this down so I don't forget. On 6/13. Well, it says in his early 20s with a slender build, but that other guy didn't look very slender. I mean, he wasn't heavy or anything, but he was big, like muscly. I don't know. I don't know if it's connected. And then here is the one. Now look at this. If you look real close, he's got like a chain on, it looks like. Like you could see it looks like a pretty thick chain right here. I don't know why that popped out to me, but And I don't know if he has cauliflower ear. Some people say it looks like it. I even asked my friend who is all into MMA stuff, and he said, oh, definitely. But I can't tell if he just got big ears that kind of like bend over, but you can see from the back, it looks like it could be. But he does have like that body shape. Or yeah, construction maybe. But he looks like he got like the fighter body shape. I don't know. But that would be, there's several high, like rated, popular MMA gyms in Bel Air. Bow-legged. Yeah, he does look bow-legged. I didn't realize that. His haircut's interesting because I'm trying to imagine, like, if it did grow out, like, how it would look. Because it looks like he, like, shaved that there. Well, he's got big ears for sure. They look big and they fold over. He definitely got like a thicker chain. If all this grew in here, he looks like he would have pretty like a lot of hair though. Like if he let it grow in. So I don't know. Like if he didn't keep that haircut. Yeah, high and tight. His arms don't. It's hard to tell though, but his back looks muscly. Like his arms don't look, but he's not really flexing. But his back looks muscly, and it's like bent over a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just the angle of the picture too. Yeah, I don't either. I don't see any scratches or bruises. So, is this when he was backing out of the door, or do they have him going in the house? Because he almost looks like he's walking forward here, but maybe not. So, this individual is believed to have ties to the Los Angeles area and may have been involved in violent crimes in other states. He's muscular and believed to be of Hispanic descent. 5'9", 160 pounds. I mean, and they think that he could be a serial killer. The sheriff said that, so. Yeah, 160 is small. Yeah. Because Dave is like my hubby. He's like 5'10", and he's like 2 something. So this guy's got to be fairly skinny. Like little. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. It comes from a March 26 hot prowler burglary in South LA, which means he burglarized an occupied home. They said a person was assaulted in that incident, but it was not a SA. And the assault victim was a minor. So would he just break in some random house, stole something with his shirt off? I'm just so confused about like the shirt and the shoes thing. Like, did he just maybe he took his shoes off to be sneaky? The shirt, I don't know, but he would just run in and grab stuff, beat up a little kid, and then run out. It's just bizarre to me. Maybe the kid was just so scared she just pushed him out the door. Oh, wow. All right, hold on. Let me do it real quick. So before I do that real quick, the rest of oh my gosh, Chris McDonough. He said the guy looks dangerous because he looks like a nice guy. He's clearly psychopathic and outrageous. His progression shows he's organized from LA to Morin case. LA at night, the other daylight trolling, dragged V. to kill NSA. I don't know what the heck that means, but if he is a Mexican national, then Ellie needs to be prepared for an Article 4 warrant in case he crosses the border. Everything must be translated as 24-hour clock starts upon Mexican custody if captured in Mexico. It can be a long process, sometimes years. And under Mexican Federal Penal Code, under Article 4, allows for the domestic prosecution of Mexican nationals who commit crimes in a foreign country, in this case, the United States, and flee to Mexico in search of a safe haven from prosecution. Okay, all right, let me go to Decipher now. I don't know. I feel like the middle to the end of the first video. Okay. All right, hold up. I'm about to share it now. I don't know why it is doing that. I'm going to have to, like, every time. Can you guys hear it? Let me see if I can. You found a sweatshirt? No way. Was it like a male sweatshirt? Can you guys hear it when I played it? Could you hear him talking? The whole thing is a railroad track. Oh. You couldn't hear the sound? All right, hold on. Let me try again. Share audio. Hold on. Let me try something else. I guess because I have Chrome open, it's just reading Chrome tabs. I don't know why, but let me put Decipher's link in chat too. It used to be a railroad from PA to Baltimore. Now they pulled the tracks and made it. Oh, I didn't know that. How long is this? All right, this should work. For some reason, whenever I use Microsoft Edge now, the bottom half of the screen like goes black unless I'm clicked out of it. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, I'm trying to click it on.
Yesterday, I was up in Conestoga, PA, and I happened to find an old.
He was in Conestoga. That's like 20 minutes from me. No way. That's not far from me at all.
Native American bone bead.
You did? Holy crap!
I brought it out of the car to show you.
Let me see. Look at that. Huh.
So that should show you that I'm.
Hey, Melissa.
You're looking at the littlest, tiniest things.
So this is
Here's
the bridge.
The bridge.
Yeah.
And this is called Heavenly Waters for those who don't know. Did you really?
All the way under here, all the way under here.
So she wasn't found under the bridge.
This is the right here that goes to the man house.
That's the trail that goes to the man house.
Yes. And
that's the one that the cops come out of all the time.
Look at this. Look at what the area is compared to this.
Okay, I'm going to come behind you.
Look at where the area is compared to this. Right there.
Yep, it's right there. All right, so I am seeing it from all perspectives.
What this leads to is the rhododendron.
Yep, that man. Yep. So this was the mile marker that someone used to locate Rachel.
Oh.
And to the
That Maya marker had us confused
to
as
the right
hell.
is over here is where she was found. No, it's not good at all. But we're gonna look at this through Johnny's eyes. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna pray that Tia does not get poison ivy all over her feet.
I get the worst poison ivy. I feel you.
It's all good. We'll make it work. Can you guys? Whoopsie, sorry, I keep covering this.
Who is it? You can put it in chat, Mystic. I'll check it out.
Shut up for 1 minute. I want you to listen.
I just like I'll watch some of that stuff for fun. You know, I don't know if it's true or not, but like I will say, I wouldn't like go off everything as like it says, but that one lady who did the Lori Vallow stuff and knew all that stuff before
can you even
it
hear
came
him
out.
blowing the whistle?
Whew, man, that blew my mind. It does
It's
look
very
pretty
muffled. It's not as loud as it should be.
It does look. Oh, I meant to pause this. It does look pretty like quiet here, though. Like it looks like somebody could be assaulted here, and nobody hear or see, as long as nobody was running by at that time. Who is the person? Oh yeah, that's who I was talking about, Donna. She's the one who knew the Lori Vallow, where the Lori Vallow kids were buried, and described the entire property and everything. Like it was wild. It scared me. She like 3 months before they found the kids, she knew they were buried separately, and one was in a pet cemetery, and she knew that Tylee was dismembered. I mean, she had that entire property nailed down, explained to a freaking T. It scared the crap out of me. When I listened to that shit, I was like, holy moly, I could not believe how is that what it's called? Psychic sleuth? I'll check it out. I could not believe, my mind was absolutely blown. I'm one of those, I believe in paranormal stuff though. Like I went ghost hunting and all that. I have a ghost hunting live on here somewhere. I ghost hunted at Penhurst for the night. Like we stayed the night and used a bunch of ghost tools, and it was awesome. So if anyone likes that stuff, if you go back and find it, it was cool. But it kind of like goes back and forth because me and my hubby, my phone kept dying and I had to go put it in the car and then come back. But he's in the chat, so you'll be able to find his videos too. But yeah, I know, man, Miss Hatter. I was that was the most wildest thing I ever heard. Like when I listened to that and realized it was like 3 months before they found them, I was like, like my mind was blown. You know, I think a lot of people do, fake it, but I do think there's definitely some people who have a gift for sure.
Like I said, the road's right there. And
oh yeah, I know, man, Miss Hatter. I don't want to believe that either. I mean, not everybody's always correct, but that's where she was.
Burning sage.
Is that where she was?
The land, raise the energy.
Or no,
so you guys, this.
Where's the tunnel? Is it close to here?
Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on.
Is it similar like the
I wasn't even paying attention. I missed it. So this is pretty like.
Yep.
This seems like it's off the trail a bit.
Don't give too much.
I'm shocked. Like, is this right on
Yep,
the
I'm in
trail,
bed.
or is it like kind
Oh
of
God,
off?
sage smells so damn good. Anybody else like the smell of sage? Okay, so yeah, that is a.
It looks like it goes under the highway. That
No,
goes
it
under the
wasn't. I don't remember
highway.
it being there before. To be fair, hold on, I'm going to zoom in on that. That is freshly broken.
The
Is
tree?
that? I can't ask you the question I want to ask you, but is it similar?
50 feet. Okay.
Okay.
Is that the highway? Okay.
Uh huh. Okay. Do me a favor. Go on the right side and say something. If you can handle that, please.
Was that the side she was on, or the other side?
There you go. Yep.
So I wonder if he like dragged her over
Yep.
there, or like
God bless you.
before she was killed.
Yeah. And if you can see this tunnel, the first time that I talked to Teresa, I was incorrect in saying there was woods up there. It is actually 24, and it does make a lot of noise.
She was drug over there, so we hit her first and then drug her over there?
But I feel like when I walk in there that I'm walking like I'm not pushed away.
Yeah. It's okay on the right?
Yeah. This is the one I usually go to.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
I don't go to this one.
I gotcha.
Oh, he won't go in the one.
That picture for you. I did come over to this one and look back.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna say
Wow.
film,
I know. Nope.
you know.
I know. That tree is intriguing.
Great, yeah.
I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Like, I'm the type of person who likes visuals, you know.
Here.
Okay.
And guys,
Can you show me
is it
how
showing
big
up?
you think the rocks may have
There we go.
been?
There's Decipher's channel. If you guys want to watch their coverage, which is really good. They did an interview with him twice. They were both really good. I listened to both of them.
Oh, that's up there.
I like this guy. I felt bad for him. A lot of people were accusing
there?
him and stuff, and
The rock is still there.
this guy, he's a super nice guy.
I think they only swabbed it left.
Oh, really, Miss Hatter? So he could have came on off the highway. If he came on off the highway, he has to be somewhat familiar with this area. Like,
that was the spot where she called. She was so close when this happened. I mean, I thought she was further down. Like your dog.
Wait a minute, we just blew that whistle twice.
I know.
What do you see?
Well, I'm going to show everybody what I see.
Nothing. Nothing except the beautiful forest. Oh, I do have this.
Me too.
I've seen it right here.
Those are my keys.
Oh, you got one there too.
I come equipped. I wasn't coming to hang in the woods by myself. I'm packing. Well, you're different.
I'm packing.
Yeah, I am not.
That's crazy. It is not far off the trail at all.
One patrol went by.
Nothing. Now he blew that whistle.
Like seeing this though, like seeing where this was, this guy had to have known this area pretty well, or at least like, you know, hashtag packing, or at least scope this out pretty darn well. Because there's no way this guy just lived in LA and just ran down here and just randomly picked this spot. Like it seems like it was pre-planned pretty well. Like that's the vibe I get. Like this, there's no way all of this happens by perfect happenstance in the perfect area. Like it just
7 minutes ago, nothing. Not a thing.
This is what breaks my heart.
And this is far down. Like you would have to be pretty knowledgeable about this area.
No security. Nothing. None. That's how
Yeah.
we get paid.
Well, like I'm going down some rabbit holes, finding connections, but a lot of that stuff I would never share on here because I would never want to be like, oh, I'm just, here's some random people that like, but there's if you look through like snap maps and things like that, people post snaps of being on that trail, and like there's so many things you can utilize to kind of get an idea of the area, things like that. Like if maybe the guy lived in LA and moved here with family or something, and there could be, the family knows someone. Yeah, 0.52 miles. There's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then he could have escaped right onto the highway and just
And when I
walked
tell
the
you guys,
highway.
I'm not kidding. I'm gonna have Johnny back me up on this one, but when I tell you it is dark out here,
Yeah, people post.
it's dark right
My
now.
friend block.
You'd never be able to see
No.
anybody back there.
No.
They could run down. Look, there's a trail right here.
Yep, I see that.
Wake your eyes
Yeah,
up,
this
there's
is
a trail
like
right here.
I see it.
this would be so easy just to.
And look at that big log laying over
The
there.
sweatshirt that you found, was it like a male sweatshirt or like a female sweatshirt?
There's so much down trees.
Mm-hmm.
Is it an appropriate size for a 160-pound man who's 5'9"?
Horseback.
As I'm raising my eyebrows at you.
Here's where I'm from. Every time a tree falls, you take it down. Here, they just leave it
Yeah.
here.
Or maybe, yeah.
What road are we on? We're on the trail. We're on the Mon Pa Trail where Rachel Morin was found. It does. It's an old railroad.
You can see the old railroad burn right here.
Uh-huh. Yep. But yeah, this is an old railroad that they turned into a walking path and a biking path. And it goes from Pennsylvania down to Baltimore City. And we're just watching. I hear people. I didn't hear anybody a few minutes ago when whistles were being blown, though, I'll tell you that much. So,
Yeah, that sweatshirt would
dear
would
Sheriff,
be.
while I love the idea
Important.
initially of your whistles, they suck. So, dear Sheriff,
Although it would be pretty
we're
stupid for a
going to be
killer
doing
to
something
leave
else
his
besides that. We're going to be requesting.
sweatshirt there.
That's your kids?
All need to get together as a community and ascend.
Oh, good.
One, two,
Good to you. Smart.
these cameras we put in.
Uh-huh.
And we need patrols down here. You know, put a gate in front of the trailhead.
Yeah, why not?
That way you can enforce fines and people coming down here trespassing.
So we got
You
kids.
wanna cut that over there?
Yep. All right, you guys, actually, I got to cut something off here. Johnny needs to show me something. I think they're up on the observation. I think. I thought they were in the creek too. But the way
It's
the
so
boat
close to
travels.
houses
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Are they up there? All right. I got to cut this off, guys. I got to go look at something.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, he says. I'll see you guys in a minute.
To be continued.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's a great video to you. Oh, and you know what? Next time I'll show you guys. I didn't even see this till the other day. My mind was blown. Did you guys go back and watch all the evidence they had against Troy Driver about the Naomi Irion case? Holy moly. My mind was absolutely blown. I'll show it next time I'm on here. But basically, after he offed himself, of course, Tia. And yeah, guys, go to Decipher's channel. She's got a ton of coverage on this case. She interviews Johnny Blackhawk, the guy Michael, and twice. And she has all the videos from the trail and going to the family walk and all that stuff. I like visuals, so I love when people go to the area. Like I want a visual of everything because then I can map things out in my mind, you know. But anyway, Troy Driver, he offed himself, so they couldn't proceed with prosecuting him. Obviously, he's dead now. So they did a press conference and they showed how they came to, like, how, like, all the evidence that they built against him, and it was wild. Like, my mind was blown. So he told his girlfriend, all right, so about a month before he kidnapped Naomi, this was all pre-planned out. This is so wild. Ready? A month. He works as like a mine digger, and they were digging this mine out with an excavator. And after work hours, he took the excavator like around this like probably like a half a mile from where they were working, and he pre-dug a hole. And then that hole he pre-dug was for whoever he decided to kidnap and bury. So he had knew he was going to kidnap somebody. He had planned it all out like a month before he kidnapped Naomi. He dug this hole, and then I was before I end it, I wanted to tell. I'm not talking about Rachel Morin right now. I wanted to tell y'all about Troy Driver. All right, so I don't know if you guys. Let me fill y'all in if you don't know what I'm talking about. So there's this girl, Naomi Irion, a couple months ago, I think it was. She was kidnapped, like straight up kidnapped in a Walmart parking lot, waiting for the bus to come for her to go to work, or a shuttle. This is her. And she was found dead in like a shallow grave in basically the desert. And the guy who killed her recently offed himself. This is how long it's been since I've been live. And they did a press conference and they showed how they came to like figuring it all out, and it was wild. So the guy, he pre-dug the hole a month ahead of time, right? And then he asked his girlfriend's daughter about the shuttle, because she would take the shuttle to work too, and he was asking her about it. So then one morning he gets up at like 4 a.m. and he parks his car over this other area and then walks to Walmart. He sees Naomi in her car alone, and he goes over and gets in her car and drives off with her in her car. And before, they only showed a small snippet of the footage they had. But this time, they showed the whole footage. And dude was like creepily walking straight up, just got in the car and drove off with her. Right? So he drives to the grave, essays her, then shoots her right outside of the grave, and she falls in the grave, and then he buries her. So like, he just took her there, essayed her, put her in the grave, and left. Then he drove her car back to this parking lot where this painting place was, where he left his car. And then he walked from her car to his truck. They got this dude on camera walking from her car to his truck, and you see his whole face. Like, he walks face into the camera. You could see his entire face and what he looks like. Like, they had him on camera. They also had his car on camera, which was a very, very particular car. It was navy with chrome everything. And they searched everyone who had that particular car. And I believe also somebody saw the car in the girlfriend's garage, and they called him in too. So they arrested him, and then they found out that he had rented the excavator, that he dug the hole a month before kidnapping her. It was unbelievable. I mean, my mind was blown. Yeah, she went to live with her brother. And her brother, yeah, he found her car. He was on top of it. But I couldn't believe how much evidence they had against this guy. He was obsessed with serial killers. They also narrowed it down because um, he had like a previous SA case before. His girlfriend had no idea. Um, Hold on. Let me see if I can. I know the Nerd Report. I watched it on the Nerd Report, but it was. Why can't I find it? I'll have to show it next time. But if you do want to watch the stuff, the Nerd Report. Yep, exactly. It was a very expensive truck, yeah. I just can't believe he planned that. Like, he knew he was going to kidnap somebody and pre-planned it a month before. He didn't know who, but he was just going to pick some random person. And it's just wild because the man had a girlfriend. And that weekend where he kidnapped her and stuff, he told his girlfriend he went camping alone, like by himself. And she said it was common for him to go camping, but like he was literally doing that instead of camping. It was wild. But the Nerd Report did a really good video of it. They show everything. Next time I'm on, we can go through it all. I just don't have time tonight. It's already late. But it was wild. Like, I could not believe what I was watching. I was like, man, they have a lot against this guy. A lot. He had a great job. He was like the manager of like a bunch of miners. Like the what do you call that? Like when people map the jobs out, like a project manager. He was like a project manager. Crazy. It was crazy. And you actually watch him. She's sitting there texting. And he just walked over. Like, you just see him walk like all shadily around the parking lot, straight over their car, just gets in and drives off with her car. And they show the whole. I can't even imagine being her brother and having to go to Walmart and somebody showing me that video. I would have died. I would have been like, oh my freaking God. Like, can you imagine watching like your sister get straight up kidnapped on CCTV in a parking lot? Oh, that I just feel terrible for them. It was I mean, there's no questioning when you saw that video, like, oh my gosh, like, man was on a mission, you know? But yeah, we could go through that like tomorrow, the next day. I'll come on and we talk about that. I'm going to try and do some afternoon lives when my kids at school. But I was up late last night watching one of those reality ultimatum, like marry me ultimatum shows on Netflix, and I was so into it. And I go to bed till like super late, so I came home from taking my kid to school, took a long nap. But yeah, definitely I'll do some afternoon lives and we can go over that. Yeah, Israel Keys. You know what case I want to cover that's an old case, but it blew my mind? What was her first name? Groen. Her last name was like Groen or something, and it was in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, right where a lot of the kids from the new Idaho case live. But the girl and her brother were kidnapped, and her parents and her older brother were beat to death with hammers. And the kidnapper like camped out in the woods with them for like 3-4 weeks. Oh, that's awesome, man, Miss Hatter. Congrats. How adorable. I bet you're so excited. Hi, sweet Melissa. That's awesome. Congrats. I love babies. um, well, shit, if she never needs a babysitter, I got you, man, Miss Hatter. I love babies. My niece, I would like steal her every chance I get. She just had her first birthday. I was at her birthday on Saturday. She was so cute. But yeah, what the heck was I talking about? Oh my god, I totally forgot what we were saying. Oh, yeah, the girl. The Denny's girl. He kidnapped her and her brother, killed her whole family. I think her name was Shasta. Yeah, you're right, sweet Melissa. Didn't even. It just hit me that you put Shasta Groen. And then she convinced him that she wanted him to be her dad, and was able to get him to feel bad for her. And she told him, I want to take you to the town where I grew up and show you, like, where I lived and where I went to school. And then she said she was hungry, so we took her to a Denny's. And when they got to the Denny's, it was like immediately people knew it was her because it looked like her. And the whole Denny's kind of like, you talked to her a few times, really? And the whole Denny's worked together to like keep this man in the place until the police got there. He wanted to leave, but they acted like something was wrong with his check and all this stuff. And then they arrested him, and the whole Denny's started clapping, and it was so sad listening. I was watching the video. I mean, this was a big popular case a while ago, but her brother, while they were together, he shot the brother. He said he did it by accident and then shot him again to spare him, but I don't think he did. And then he also killed, get this, ready? He also killed, that same guy killed 2 other women. And then Shasta married the brother of those 2 other women. Oh, he's your best. Oh, how cute. How old is your grandson now? I'm telling you, it's different when you have a grandkid, because my son's grandfather was like a real hard, tough guy. But man, he is the most, with my son, he is like the most attentive grandparent ever. Oh, that's adorable. Well, I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. Well, you'll have to keep me updated. Well, maybe we'll do that case one day, just because it's such an interesting case, how it all went down. And I was like, oh, that has like such a close tie to the Idaho 4 case because of the location. Maybe we could do like Idaho, like an Idaho type special thing where we talk about that and talk about the Idaho case. Because I was like, I didn't even think about it, but that is literally like not far at all from where Moscow is. So, and I know, like, I believe Maddie's boyfriend is from Coeur d'Alene. She might have even been from Coeur d'Alene. So it's all interconnected. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off. Yeah, we'll definitely. I'm going to shoot for some afternoon stuff this week. So keep an eye out in the afternoon. Probably like 1 o'clock Eastern time. And have a good night and good week. I'm going to try for tomorrow, but if not, Wednesday. He says, Mom, you're my best. Oh, she's doing March. Oh, cool. Well, when you find out, you don't know if it's a boy or a girl, right? Bye, Abra. Thanks for coming. All right. Talk to y'all later. Sweet dreams. I'm going to go get some snacks, watch TV, and Dave is yelling in the background because I guess he's playing Madden and cursing about something. In case you hear someone cursing in the background, it's him. Bye, guys.